assembled my Bosch RA1171 router table. Just going to go over a quick review of initial impressions and tips on assembly. Follow the directions step by step. Had multiple issues with it, as you got to be careful. The prints and directions are not 100% easy to follow. You can't trust some of the pictures that they show you. Otherwise, once it's put together, it's pretty solid. I wish there was a handle on the door, a little bit better than that, but it secures pretty nicely with the magnet here. Nice on-off switch for the rotor. It's a little bit awkward plugging in behind, but it's not something you're going to be doing all the time, so it's not that big of a deal. One issue with the design here that caused me a lot of issues during assembly is, like this. So I hope you can see here. I had to put it together, pull it apart a few times because stuff wasn't lining up. Right here it's almost tight, which looks good, but over here we're a good 1/8 inch off. So I don't know if that's for everybody's, but for mine it's kind of not what I would expect for about $140 to $150, depending on what you pay for it. Another issue I'm seeing is it does have a shop vac attachment, but it does not come with an adapter to bring it down to your 1.25" shop vac size. So if you have a larger shop vac, it's not an issue, but for me, I just have an 1.25" one, so I'll have to buy an adapter, see how that goes. Other things, when you're putting together the base, what you're going to want to make sure is you watch these 2 bolts on this side, and then the other side, it does not show the bolts for the hinges. So it's hard to tell which way the door is supposed to be, up or down. So that was the original I put it together right, and then when the back side wasn't lining up right, I had to put it back. Ended up going back to the original setup, and then that was the correct way. I'm going to contact Bosch and see what they say. Maybe it's just a manufacturing defect, something happened. For the price I'm paying, can't be perfect, not expecting all the features out there, but it should look a little bit better than that. It's just a simple wooden piece of assembly. Otherwise, it has all the general assemblies that you need. It comes with shims, different plates for using different bits, different guard for when you're doing rounded pieces. You may not have the back plate on here. Be sure to grab a baggie for your extra hardware that they include for mounting different routers. I just have an old Craftsman solid router that's about 30 years old. It didn't say in the manual that it would fit, but I was able to get it to line up. So it should work quite well. Having a cabinet here does work really nice for storing my router bits. Obviously if you have a lot more router bits, it's not going to all fit in there. But since you have the woodworking tools, what you might be able to do, depending on the size of your router, is put a shelf in there, organize it a little bit better, you can get some more storage space. That's about all I have for today. I definitely recommend it. It seems like it's going to work quite well for what I'm doing. A few small issues, but nothing too major for what we should be expecting for this. Is an industrial table, but for home use, light duty work, it should work just fine.